Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. And listen, recently I was asked by a neighbor to help with some starter EDC items, and he gave me a couple of parameters. Number one, it had to be items that I have personally used and tested. Let's be honest, there are some EDC channels out there, channels similar to mine, that get tons of gear thrown their way, to include me, who sometimes never put those items into the rotation. Number two, items had to be small enough to fit in the armrest of his truck. I guess armrest of any vehicle in that matter, just in case he didn't want to carry those things in his pocket. And finally, number three, those items had to be under 50 bucks. Now, it sounded really simple, really slam dunkish. And I thought to myself, well, what do I have that I could offer? Maybe this might be worth showing you as well, especially as we're transitioning from spring to summer. These might be some EDC items that you've never heard of and that you might want to give a try. First off, this channel is made to motivate those that like to do man cage stuff and generally prep, anything that has to do with just improving your overall everyday life. If you like that type of stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. We would love to have you a part of the battalion. Now, let's jump right into these items. First things first, we have the Buck Knives 284. This thing's coming in at $21. It has a 2 3/4 inch drop point, 420 HC steel. It gives a good blade retention, good corrosion resistance, but easy to sharpen. So, you know, it's one of those American-made staples that we really love. Super lightweight. This thing comes in at 1.5 ounces. Beefy thumb stub, so it makes it for a doable one-hand opening. You're not going to be spidey flicking this thing, but it is definitely really nice to just have in your arsenal. And because it's a Buck knife, it comes with the forever warranty, and Buck is really good. They're known for their warranty. No pocket clip, which works for my buddy because he doesn't intend to keep this in his pocket. So just something nice, simple. You can give this also as a first knife to a teenager or something like that. So Buck knife, an American staple. The next item has to be the Medkit. I bring you the Adventure Medical Kit's ultra lightweight, watertight Medkit. This thing comes in at $30. They sell these things for 1 person to 4 person uses. This kit is considered a 1 or 2 person use. This kit is awesome for a small vehicle. It's really great if you're going to be rucking, hiking, biking, going to the park, going camping. It's watertight, so you can keep this on the outside of your bag, and you don't have to worry about if rain, you're walking through water. It's going to be nice and sealed until you're ready to use this thing, and keeping it on the outside of your pack is going to make it really accessible if you do have an issue. And just having these inside the armrest of the truck makes sense. Now, before we move on to the next item, if you're getting good content out of this video, make sure you hit that like button. It's going to let YouTube know they should be sharing this with others. Let's get that algorithm going so that we can share this and let others know that they might have some EDC items they've never heard of. Next on my list is the Matador Pocket Blanket. This thing comes in at $36. Now, they have this in several different sizes. They have the mini, which I keep one of these on hand as well, but I like the regular size blanket a little bit more. This thing unfolded is 63 by 44 inches, weighs in 3.5 ounces, waterproof nylon material. This is great for up to 4 adults to sit on top of this thing. It has built-in ground stakes so that you can actually, keep this thing stable, keep it still. Although I do enjoy the mini, it does not include those ground stakes. It actually just kind of has openings where you're supposed to put in some rocks or some kind of sand to keep it still. So I prefer to keep the regular size with me. And this is what I'm going to suggest he carry as well. This blanket is so clutch in the event that you have nowhere to sit. You go to some event this summer, the bleachers are all full, you're relegated to sitting in the grass. You don't want to pull out those funky looking chairs that you got from Club Walmart. You can keep this in your pocket, plop it on the ground, and you have instant seating. The thing I love about it as well, it has this Mickey Mouse system. So once it's unfolded, it has these little green lines. You can see it here. And those lines help you fold it back up properly. So that way, when you're folding this thing up, you can actually get it back in its nylon, little holder here. And this is built into the actual blanket itself, so that when you're going about and you're trying to actually get this thing back into it, you're not looking like a crazy man, crazy woman every single time you bust a blanket out, because if it didn't have this Mickey Mouse pattern, you probably wouldn't use it. Next on the list is the Griffin Pocket Tool. This thing coming in at $25. This is the minimalistic, just bare bones multi-tool, a keychain multi-tool. This thing comes in at 3 inches. It's only about a half an inch thick, and it's made of one piece of solid stainless steel, which makes it really durable. Now, it includes a lot of different things. It has a scoring tool up here at the top. It has a key ring hole or a 5/16 hex up here, so you can use this to hang to your keys. 5/16 hex right here. You also have your main pocket clip itself. You can hook this entire thing and use it as a pocket clip. So you got a bit driver, you got a can, you have a bit driver, you have a can opener, you have a, all the way starting from the innermost to the biggest, a 4 hex millimeter all the way to 7 hex millimeter tool. So you can, if you ever had to loosen some type of bolt that had a head on it, you're going to be able to knock that out as well. And the best thing about this pocket tool is that it's TSA compliant. So you don't have to worry about, TSA snatching this thing out your bag. You're not able to carry that on a plane. So that's one thing that's awesome about it as well. One thing that makes carrying this little Matador blanket a lot easier is with this little built-in loop here is the Night Eyes Slide Lock Carabiner. This is the number 3 size, and Night Eyes, they're known for making all sorts of equipment. This thing comes in at $4. And of course, they have a lot of different competitors, Hero Clip and all that good stuff. But the thing I like about the Night Eyes is it's only 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch. They're very affordable. And it has a lockable carabiner. This thing is made of aluminum. It holds up to 25 pounds. And the thing about it is, although I love the Hero Clip doesn't lock as well as this, and it has nowhere near as thin of a profile as this thing. So once you have this thing locked in place, I mean, this thing's not going anywhere. You can unhook it, easily engage it, and use it when you need it. And so this is just great to be able to hook to a belt loop, hook to a bag, a stroller, whatever the case may be. Something very reasonably priced, and you can pick up quite a few of these on Amazon. Next, we have the mini pen. This is the Copper by Big Idea Design. This thing comes in at $35. Now, first of all, I love this pen. It's machined from solid copper and comes in with a DLC coated bead at the top if you're into that type of stuff. It's the titanium bead, as a matter of fact. Has a twist mechanism, so if you're used to using a twist mechanism for your pens, it has that. This thing takes D1 refills, which can be gel, they can be ballpoint, which are super common on the market, so you don't have to stick with Big Idea Designs for their refill. 3 inches in length, and absolutely love the patina I'm getting out of this thing. Like, just look at the discoloration of the actual pen itself. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's already starting to just discolor, and I really enjoy how this pen is starting to look over time. Just something small to have on you at all times. You need to sign something, you need to be able to pull it out, take a note. I like having pens on me versus using someone else's pen if I want to leave a note or whatever the case may be. Pens are super important to me. Final on the list is a Folomov EDC flashlight. Now, this flashlight is super small. Full disclosure, Folomov sent this thing out to me. I didn't promise them a review, didn't promise them anything in exchange. They didn't give me any money. I've been using this thing and I've been quite impressed. First, let's talk about the things I don't like about the flashlight. The battery itself is rechargeable, which it wouldn't be that big of a deal, except for the fact that the battery is micro USB. And oftentimes I don't have that charger lying around just waiting to be used. So that can be a deterrent, but it does include one in the package itself. Also, the flashlight's a little slippery. There's no knurling or anything to hold on to when you have it in your hand, so I'm not the hugest fan of that. But once you get past those two barriers, this thing packs a punch. It has a max brightness of 525 lumens. So if you're going to be using this on a hike, on a ruck, and you need to really shine some light, it packs a punch for that max brightness. You don't want to run it at that high for too long. You will drain the battery. But, it has several settings. It has SOS, it has moonbeam, it has beacon. So different settings that you can use. And because it is a rechargeable battery, it is a little bit stronger than like a AAA or a AA battery, which he prefers a rechargeable battery. You know how I like the AA or AAA, but this little beast here has been coming in handy. Now it does have this nice deep pocket clip. So if you do want to keep this thing in your pocket, you can, but what it's best for is hooking this thing to a hat or your cover. And so if you need to work with no hands, boom, instantly you can hook this thing and you're ready to rock and roll. So tell me, what do you think? What are some EDC items under 50 bucks you've probably never heard of? Some things you would recommend to a noob? Is there anything here on this list you would ask? Is there anything else that you would add? Let me know with the comments down below. And listen, once again, if this is your first time here, thank you for stopping by. We'd love to have you part of the battalion. Hit that subscribe button. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.